Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one of history's most famous disasters that probably never actually happened the way you think it did. The Library of Alexandria. Just hearing that name probably conjures up images of a massive inferno, ancient scrolls turning to ash, and Julius Caesar standing nearby looking guilty. It's become the ultimate symbol of lost knowledge, one catastrophic fire that set humanity back centuries. But here's the thing. That's not really what happened. So let's start with the story you probably know. In 48 BCE, Julius Caesar is in Alexandria, Egypt, getting involved in a civil war between Cleopatra and her brother Ptolemy. Caesar's outnumbered, so he sets fire to enemy ships in the harbor. The fire spreads. Soon the Library of Alexandria goes up in flames, and with it, hundreds of thousands of irreplaceable ancient texts. Human knowledge literally goes up in smoke. It's a great story. It's dramatic. There's a clear villain. There's a specific date. It explains why we lost so much ancient knowledge in one convenient package. The only problem? The ancient sources tell a very different story, and what actually happened was far more complex. Here's what we actually know from ancient historians who were closer to the events. Yes, Caesar did set fire to ships in Alexandria's harbor in 48 BCE. And yes, some buildings near the docks were damaged. Ancient writers mention that some books stored in warehouses near the harbor, basically temporary storage facilities for imported scrolls, may have been destroyed in that fire. But the actual library? The main building attached to the Mausoleum, the great research institution in the royal palace complex. That's a different story. The sources disagree on how much damage was done, but many suggest the main library survived. We know that scholars continued working at Alexandria's institutions after Caesar's time. When the geographer Strabo visited around 20 BCE, nearly 30 years later, he wrote about Alexandria's scholarly facilities. Though notably, he expressed some regret about resources he couldn't access, suggesting the library had already started to decline. So, Caesar's fire might have damaged some books, but it didn't destroy the library in one catastrophic moment. The Library of Alexandria died the way most institutions die, slowly through neglect, budget cuts, and changing priorities. Think about it like this. The library was founded around 300 BCE by the Ptolemaic dynasty. It was a vanity project of kings who wanted Alexandria to be the intellectual center of the world. They poured money into it. They sent agents across the Mediterranean to collect books, and by collect, I mean they allegedly seized scrolls from ships in the harbor, made copies, and kept the originals. But by the time Rome took over Egypt in 30 BCE, Alexandria was no longer an independent kingdom with unlimited resources. It was a province of Rome. The lavish royal funding dried up. The building fell into disrepair. Political and religious upheavals made scholarly work difficult. There were some dramatic moments, like in 391 CE, when the Serapeum, which housed a daughter library, was destroyed during religious conflicts under Emperor Theodosius I. But even that wasn't the end of the whole institution. The truth is, there probably wasn't a single moment when someone locked the doors of the main library for the last time. Instead, over centuries, it just faded away. Fewer scholars, fewer students, fewer books being copied and preserved. So why does the burning myth persist? Because we love a good villain origin story. We want to believe that there was a moment when everything changed, when humanity lost its way because of one catastrophic mistake. It's more satisfying than the truth, which is that knowledge is fragile and needs constant care and investment to survive. The real lesson of the Library of Alexandria isn't about fire or conquest. It's about the fact that preserving knowledge requires ongoing effort, funding, and commitment. It's about how civilizations don't usually fall in a day. They decline gradually when people stop prioritizing what matters. So the next time someone brings up the Library of Alexandria as history's greatest tragedy, you can tell them the truth. It wasn't destroyed in a day. It was abandoned over centuries. And maybe that's actually the more important lesson. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more 5-minute history content. What other historical myths should we tackle next? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next one.